In this video, I want to just review our new HIPAA compliant texting app. It's Lua. It'll take the place of Tiger Text. This is kind of what we're thinking is on all of our current patients, and these will be patients that we admit through 1031, okay? These patients will all have Tiger Text threads, and they will be documented in Devero, okay? Any admissions from November 1st on, we will have Lua, we'll have a Lua thread built for the patient, and we will document into Kinzer. So we're going to be using Devero and Tiger Text for possibly the next 2 months on all of our current patients if we take them through a full 60-day episode. And then again, everyone new coming on as of November 1st will be documented in Kinzer and have a Lua thread, okay? So Lua is pretty similar to Tiger Text. One of the reasons that we change is because Tiger Text is specific to Devero. Plus, it has a date, a time stamp on it. The communication in each thread is only valid for 30 days. At that point, they erase it. That's why we've had to upload everything to the chart, all the communication, so we can capture that. With Lua, the conversations don't go away. So you can go back to, 6 months ago if a patient's on for that long and look at communication from then. So the only things we will be uploading from your Lua conversations will be pictures that you're taking or forms that you're sending in. One thing that we're trying to work through right now is the consents. We don't have digital copies of the consents in Kinzer at this point. We're trying to get them to upload those for us. In the meantime, all the consents that you sign on Starts Care, nurses, this would be your admission consent to treat, this would be your ABN, Medicare secondary payer, NOMNOC, and your HHCCN form upon premature discharge. Those are all located in your admission packet, okay? So one thing that we're going to have to do in this transitional period is when you admit a patient, you're going to have to get into the admission packet, and the one form that we have to have them sign hard copy is going to be the admit consent, okay? That's on page 48 of your admission packet. The secondary payer, the ABN, the NOMNOC, we're not going to have them sign those individual forms, but the admission consent they must sign on page 48. Also, what we need to have signed is if you open up the admission packet, on the inside of that initial page, you will see a table of contents and then a place for the patient to sign at the bottom. So we need those patients to sign the bottom of that inside front page, and we need to take a photo of that. The real reason for that, well, it's twofold. One of them is that the patient is signing off that they've received the admission packet where all their rights and responsibilities are located, and you've answered any questions that they might have regarding those. So those must be signed and sent in. That's Medicare guideline there. That's the best way we think we've found to do it at this point. And then we're adding on that the admit consent as well. That must be signed, and you must have a photo taken of that. So the two photos that we for sure need upon admission are those two. Okay, if you have baseline wound photos, incision photos, get those. We'll upload all those types of things to the chart so they are attached to the chart. And as we get digital copies of the admission stuff uploaded, we'll let you know. If we discharge prematurely, we will have to have the HHCCN form signed, hard copy as well. So that form is also in the admission packet. I'm hoping to get those forms digitally uploaded in the next couple of weeks, so it shouldn't be a big deal, hopefully. Okay, so that being said, we sent you out an invite in your email. Everyone should have received an invite that's on Lua. So if you haven't received that invite, check your email, and if you can't find it, let me know, and we can resend it to you. But once you accept the invite, it'll log you into Lua. You download the app from the App Store, and it won't be foreign to you, given that it's really similar to Tiger Text in the fact that you have conversations, groups, peoples, attachments, all that. Your main screen is going to be your latest, okay? So it's going to give you each conversation and the time frame that that conversation was created or was last updated. So you'll also have groups. Well, these will all be the groups that you're assigned to. So those will start to add up a lot. So the latest is probably going to be the place that you go to see any new patients coming on and get all those. It'll be the same as Tiger. Chris will, on a new admit, she'll assign the group, and she'll text out, what's going on with the patient, where they're located, estimated discharge date, and if it's a Medicare OASIS or not, and all the tracking information that we want to gather during their time with us. So you can use this again, like Tiger, in the fact that you can use it on your phone, you can use it on your computer, on your tablet. There's all those options. The broadcast button will broadcast to everyone that has access to Access and Home. Okay, so if you want to talk to everybody, then you'll hit broadcast. If you want to talk to certain people, then you can go through and find the person you want to talk to. And if I wanted to talk to Heather, I'll go ahead and type in my conversation or my message and send that. That will only be between Heather and myself, okay? I suggest that anything pertaining to the patients that you want the whole team to see, you keep it in the established group thread that Chris has created for us. If you want to ask a question you don't want part of the record, then yeah, go ahead and find the person and ask them. In our groups, Chris will always be on the thread. I will always be on the thread. Brooke will always be on the thread. She is the new scheduler, so we want her to be on every patient's thread in case you guys have scheduling issues or questions, and you can refer to the scheduling video for some of those. That's the new piece to Kinzer that we're not used to in Devero. So again, put all your patient communication in the particular thread. We're going to try and not create various threads for the same patient. So please try and keep track of those threads and keep the communication going. You can attach whatever you want to these threads, whether it's pictures, audio messages, whatever. That capability is all there. So if you want to create your own group, that's to go find something. Let's go back to latest. If you want, or groups, sorry. If you want to create your own group, you can go ahead and do your own group. And then you'll find the people by just typing in their names. The first few letters will actually get you to whoever you want, okay? So, and then once you've done that, you can create your groups. Let's just do that so you guys can see. So Jeff, I'm going to create this group. Oh, I got to give the group a name. So Mrs. Smith. Great. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in my message and send it on. I can get into any group that's established with the info button, and I can take people off of that group if I like. Okay, so I don't want Jeff on that group anymore, so I'm going to take him off. I can go to the conversation that's been going for however long. So you do have that option. If you go up to this eye over here, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Just appears on the right side of the screen. The public groups are for people that are not only in Access and Home, but anyone else that's attached. So our Lua support people are in these threads. If we wanted to attach ourselves to another company as well, then a public group message would go between all the companies that are attached to this account. So you probably won't be using public groups at all, so stick to just the groups tab, okay? And that's pretty much the Lua application. You can go into your settings and you can adjust the sounds, make sure that you're able to hear the sounds when they come through, so you know what's going on when you get a text. But that's pretty much it, and you can do that by going into your profile here and making those adjustments. So that is the Lua texting app. Remember, these conversations in Lua will only be attached to the new patients going into Kinzer. We'll keep everybody currently up through October 31st into Vero and Tiger. So it'll be a little bit cumbersome going back and forth between both of the texting applications, but we think this will help everyone keep track of which patient is in which system. So just know Devero equals Tiger and Kinzer equals Lua. Any questions on that, just feel free to reach out and we'll try and help you through the best we can.